Hi there, I'm Zach from the Hobby Shop. You also know me as the Jungle on Twitch. Um, Today we are showing our first Beyblade tournament that we've been doing years. So some of you may remember what Beyblades are, some not. I remember the first generation of blades, and they were absolutely fun. Um, However, Hasbro, being Hasbro, were funny about ages, and we had to be 13 and under by the time that they came round. I was too old to compete. But now, as an adult, I can spend adult money and compete in Beyblade, which I'm quite happy about. So, this first event was hosted in London and in Finchley, hosted by, funny enough, the year that I couldn't compete. The host is the original national champion for the UK and first world finalist. So he knows his stuff. Um, I went with a newly found friend in the Beyblade community as well. And we had a great day. It was a very good day. I'll explain the results when we get to the end of the video. First, I'll explain for those who don't know what Beyblade are and where you've been living for the past couple of decades. Let's get on with explaining what Beyblades are. So, Beyblades are high performance spinning tops. They generally have a blade, a base, and what we call a tip. And they spin round and round and round until they knock someone out. With the current generation of Beyblades, they have this nice gimmick called the Extreme Dash. So there are gears at the bottom of the base, and in the ring, as I'll show you in a minute, there's a gear rail that when they attach it, they do a nice big, lots of energy attack. There are four types of Beyblade. There are attack, stamina, defense, and balance types. And each has a rock, paper, scissors with the exception to balance. So attacks beat stamina, stamina beats defense, defense beats attack. In that order. To win in this new generation of Beyblade, you need to score 4 points. There are several ways to score points, as I'll show now. Yes, I have the Hasbro Stadium for anyone watching. So you can see the extreme line here. So you can score points in one of a few ways. One, by simply just outspinning your opponent. That scores you 1 point. Two, which is a fairly new mechanic, is bursting your opponent. So these Beyblades hit hard enough will come apart with enough force. It's quite fun to watch and really good when you do. So it's worth 2 points. If you knock your opponent into either pocket, the other pocket here, into either pocket, that is 2 points as well. 2 points as well, the other pocket. If, however, you're lucky and get to put the Beyblade in this pocket, this is an extreme finish and is 3 points. As you can see, the extreme line ends at the top end of the stadium. So the idea is it'll go round and you'll knock somebody into a pocket to score those points. So the Bay fans of you out there will know that I'm playing my deck. The format is 3 bays. We pick one and we battle with one at a time till we go through all of our decks, all of our blades, and then we reshuffle. My first blade is Phoenix Wings 360 point. I'll do an explanation on what they mean later. Dagadran 460 High Needle. And Sting Unicorn 560 Taper. And with that, we shall get to the tournament matches as of now. So, this is the first tournament that I've played in for Beyblade. And yeah, I was quite nervous for this. So the format for this is we bring 3 Beyblades, we pick one and go down the line of order of choice. I'm on the right hand side of the screen. You'll recognise it's me because I've got a ring and a bracelet on. Getting ready to start our first match. This is Sword Dran into Silverwolf. Silverwolf's quite tanky and stamina, it will just sit there. Whereas this Dagger Dran will counter-attack. It does quite well here, but unfortunately the Silverwolf gets the better of it. As you can see, it's slowly starting to spin down. And it got Silverwolf fairly far. I thought it was quite alright, but that is a single point for my opponent. So, onto our second match now. I'm onto my Phoenix here. He's onto his, I think it's Impact Drink. And what happens here, it goes straight in the pocket, which should have been 3 points, but there was debate over whether it was in mid-air, the contact. If you slow the footage down, as I discovered later on, they'd hit the ground first, so it should have been a straight 3, but I agreed with my opponent, we couldn't tell. Here we go for round 2, and away we go. Whipping round and eventually got up to Impact Drake, chucking it into the pocket there, so that gives me 2 points for a pocket. On to our final round now. I'm on my Unicorn Sting here, and my opponent, I can't remember what he was on here. Oh, it's a Wizard Rod. It's onto a Wizard Rod here. So this is going to be another hard, but it's an aggressive Wizard Rod. Unicorn used up a lot of energy early on. And there we go, just slowing down now to that point. Naturally with Beyblades. So it is the first of 4 points. So you're wondering what happens next. So what will happen next is we will reshuffle the order and go from there. There we go. Nearly got it. I was impressed with that actually, because Wizard Rod's one of the best things in the game right now. So it's 2-2. So either a pocket or what we call a burst wins us the game, or 2 rounds. So for the reshuffle, I chose to go with my Phoenix here, and I did this throughout the whole tournament because I felt that Phoenix was the easiest way to score points. My opponent thinks so too, is Cobalt. Oh, it is Impact Drake, sorry. Now away we go, and oh, the Impact Drake goes into the other pocket, and we win the match. What you don't see if you slow the footage down, Phoenix jumps into the extreme pocket and straight back out. I didn't realise he'd done that until after I watched this back. And now on to round number 2. On to round 2. I'm on the left-hand side this time for round 2. This is into a samurai steel, and I think I start with my dagger again. Yeah, I start with Dagger Dran the whole time, just to try and give me an idea of what we can do. It sits in the middle, and but there you go, there's a burst for the dagger. Dagger Dran was the most impressive play I had all day. Phoenix I enjoyed quite well as well.
Both intact when they landed.
So yeah, another debate over mid-air contact.
It's the second hit.
But yeah, the guy says the second hit kills the saber. I do apologise for the camera angle; it's just a bit wonky. We go on to our Sting Unicorn here into, I can't think what this is. Or on our Unicorn here, going aggressive, and it just comes down to who can now outlast. I think I launched the Unicorn back. Don't do that, by the way. Don't launch Unicorn back. but we were just able to sneak out the spin finish, putting me up to 3 points. So now we go on to Phoenix. And we were up against, couldn't quite say, it might be a Hell Scythe. So we angle, so from where we're angling, it just gives Phoenix that bit more chance to try and get under our opponent. So we go all the way around. Stadium Phoenix trying to find hits there. Phoenix now just circling its opponent, waiting for the right moment. Couple of hits into it. However, this is clearly a stamina. It might be chain incendiary. Can't quite tell. I must try and correct these. And Phoenix just runs out of steam and gives my opponent a single point. So we go for a reshuffle here. I choose to go for Phoenix. Again, Phoenix being one of the more favourable options for me. I just feel that Phoenix worked better overall. As I did score 1 point here, so I'm going to go with a Samurai, I think, here, and Phoenix pocketed, which I wasn't expecting. So we go to our next bay.
Game just got spicy.
It's like they managed to level it out. So next point wins the match. So a spin finish would end this match right now. So I'm on the Dagger Dran. This thing performs so well. It'll just sit in the middle, tank hits, and throw you straight back across the ring, hopefully into a pocket. And it does exactly what it was built to do: counter attack into a pocket, and that is game. There is something that we are 3-0 by this point. I missed a match altogether in recording, which kind of sucked. So yeah, I missed a match altogether. Oops. That wasn't good that I missed a match altogether. But oh well. So in we go to our next game. This was a tough game. This is the Samurai Saber into Phoenix. So tap, and Phoenix just self pockets. Which it's never good when Phoenix does that. So that's kind of annoying that Phoenix did that. Onto Dagger Dran. Into a Silver Wolf here. This is probably what it's designed really for, but it's a more of a static Silver Wolf. But it is going to go potentially to a spin finish here, which it does, just can't keep up the hits. We keep it wobbling, not enough momentum to keep us down, so that's not good for us, obviously. So it goes for the angle. We're going to our Unicorn here. Unicorn about to hopefully bring this back for us, or we lose 4-0 here. Straight to the extreme. Caught the thing, so it levels up points here. So I decided again let's go with Phoenix here. Again, this is the common strategy for me right now. It's basically a way of how do we score points easily, and this is the way it scores points easily for us, basically. My opponent decided here to go with his wolf. He only needed the 1 point, and so did I. But Phoenix being aggressive meant that I could just try and chuck him into a pocket like that, or nearly like that. However, we sadly, very, very nearly get it. A little bit longer and we would have won. He'd asked me after that match if he thought he was going to use Samurai Saber again, and I was like, no, I just went for the Phoenix for the point, basically. So this next match is really short, because I forgot to hit record again after this had finished. So we're doing well. So we've had 1 loss so far. So like 4-1 or something stupid. So Dagger Dran going in here against a Chain Incendio, and I get extremed. And I'm like, oh dear. 3 points down the drain. That is not good. We are on the left-hand side here, so we go into Phoenix. You can hear other people, so in we go. And that's a Shark Edge that we're against here. Shark Edge is annoying to play against, but doesn't have a lot of stamina, so we murder it. So now my opponent picked up his third Beyblade here. The judge realises that it's the same as his first, so he has to rebuild the blade completely and avoid the match. So basically I had to stop until we didn't know what was going to happen. But I did end up winning the rematch. Thank God for the rematch and the extreme. So luckily for me, we won that. Going into what is our last game, we were 5-1 going into this. Anyone who knows me knows I'm not this great at tournaments going 5-1. 5-1, sorry, 4-1. Wrong, 4-1 we're going into this, and I was amazed myself. I'm on the right-hand side here for this match. And here we go again, starting with our lovely Dagger Dran to try and throw things in. The judges here are the judge played as well, by the way, but someone else was reffing. He was asking what tip we are on. We are on point, so it's just like a no, we're on high needle. Sorry, he thought it was point, but it's high needle, and we just couldn't get enough of a counter attack. He managed to destabilize us, and down we go. Which is really unfortunate for us here, because we were doing what I'd say is okay. I mean, Wizard Rod, Silver Wolf are some of the best parts in the game right now, so there's not a lot. So that's 1 point to our opponent. He was using quite a stamina-heavy deck. So he goes for the angle because we're going against Phoenix here. Silver Wolf trying to deflect the Phoenix. The guy referencing complained at our launching speed, of that we launched way too early for him. But hey, it does happen, is known to happen as well. So this is a long game. It shouldn't have been because I was on point. So, peak of Beyblade ladder game. Oh, that could have been finishing there by my Phoenix. So close to finishing a Silver Wolf. However, and even there, another close to extreme. Good hits. Just not enough power. And he takes the single point, going up to 2 points now. And into the final match here, which is my Sting Unicorn into the Buster Dran, I think. So Sting Unicorn goes round and round over the stadium wall. However, in this rule set, it counts as an extreme finish, which means the judge wins the match and we go 4-2 for our first ever Beyblade tournament, finishing third in group. So yeah, after that last round, we lost. We were 4-2 and ended in the group stage in third place, as we lost to the guy who would have finished second, because he was the same result, but we lost to him on head-to-head. That's the way I worked it anyway. Beyblade community are fantastic, by the way. I'd never felt so welcome outside of everyone knows me for Pokemon. In the Pokemon community are really nice. So if you get a chance, pick up a few blades. Actually, thanks to Lee Drasil for running the event and the Beyblade Network team. Fabulously run event. All spirit, all things like that. It was a great tournament. And thank you to my friend who came with me, so I know where I'm going next time. He didn't do too badly himself, but hopefully next time he'll do better, and so will I. But to go 4-2 in a tournament you've never played in is fantastic. As of the recording of this video, this has happened a little while ago, this tournament, so I will be attending the Beyblade Network's next tournament, which is on the 16th of February. So we'll have a report for there, and then 2 weeks later, if not the week later, on 23rd, we're going to Bristol for the national event, or a national qualifying event for a separate series. So there'll be a bit of Beyblading coming in and around. But yeah, I felt my deck performed well. Don't think there's much I would change really. Did have some B-roll, but it didn't film for some reason. I'll try and get some for the next one with bucket fights. You can pick up the green bucket stadium. It's absolutely chaos when you're watching 6-foot grown adults chasing Beyblades across floors. And for those who don't know, this event has a kids division, which is super important. I love the fact that there is one, and it means kids get a chance to compete against sort of their own peers, really. But overall, it was a very well run event. So hopefully there'll be some more Beyblade content. If this is your first video, like, subscribe, and check me out on Twitch for some more Pokemon content. That's where a lot of it is, and you can just find me in my Discord as well at the hobby shop. Link will be below in the description.